Hey, what's up turtles? It's Krik here with Blackout Outdoors, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the pack I'm wearing, which is the Vanquest Javelin VSlinger right shoulder bag. Give you a side profile of the bag. Now, this is a shoulder sling, single shoulder strap bag, sort of in the tactical military sense, and I'll show all the details of the bag. But first, I'm going to start talking about what's holding this bag to me in front of my body. I'm right-handed. It's coming over my right shoulder here, and this huge buckle right here that's being, that's the main shoulder strap being held from holding the main shoulder strap. It has this feature here, as opposed. Normally, when you see buckles, you have these two clips here, which will undo. But you can see I'm putting pressure, and this isn't opening. This third little button right here, my finger's going right here, is the second part action to undo this buckle. All right, I'll do this and press that, then it opens up, which is a really cool feature. Don't really feel like it's too much to get the bag off that you need to use two hands for, because both hands are already here. It doesn't really make it that much a slower of a rapid deployment should you need to drop your bag. In addition to that, here we have the stabilizer strap that's running, that's connected down here underneath here at my hip and coming up here, which apparently I've twisted on itself. Get that back. Which is really nice. And there's a little feature right here that you see on, usually see on sternum straps of packs, that there's a little bit of elastic material in here. You see when I stretch that, there's some give to it, which is really nice, which is added for comfort. If you're going to have it really cinched around you as you move, there's going to be some give, which is a nice little feature. I really like that. Like I said, usually you see this on sternum straps, but it's nice that they have transferred it over to the stabilizing strap on this shoulder sling bag. And at the end of this, of the stabilizer, there's this little cord, carry, or like to bunch up the extra slack for how long this really is. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to cut this off, you don't need as much as this. See how far this comes out, but it's just some hook and loop that's sewn into the bottom so that when you roll it up, you can keep up the slack, which is nice, honestly, because I don't like to have all my all the straps, whatnot, hanging all over my bag freely for potentially just to get caught on something. And so in addition to that, let's say take off the stabilizer strap and I want to take this off, you could just loosen it here and take it off here over your head, but with this buckle, it's nice that you don't have to do that. If you're wearing a hat, you got a whole setup, whatever, you don't have to rip it off, you just undo it and it comes off nice. I'm going to get into the details of the bag, go all around it, talk about it. This bag, Vanquest is selling it on their site for $134 and some change, and it's constructed out of a 1000D Cordura, which I guess has a little Cordura tag right here, Cordura brand nylon, 1000D. So construction of this bag, before I start talking about it, I'm really impressed with the quality, the design, the small details. Vanquest, I think they're just getting out. Actually, a fellow named Alex from the company sent us this bag to test out, and we'll be returning this bag once we finish the review of it and whatnot. But I'm really kind of excited to see what they do if they come out with a more traditional style backpack. But nonetheless, I really like the design, the features, and like the small attention to detail that they put into this pack. Really happy with that. Let's just start talking about the pocket, start going around it. So we have the small pocket up here that my hands are on. Has a shock cord up here with a cord lock on it. So potentially to stuff something up here, use your imagination, keep something quick. Has cord lock, like I said. You could even slide something else, underneath here if you wanted to. There's a little bit of space behind here. And that's just kind of the theme with it. There's a lot of organizational capabilities with this pack, which is, one thing I really like and why I'm drawn to the tactical sort of military style packs to carry in the forest, because there's just so much organization you can do with it. So inside this top pocket here, I have a multi-tool, a wanger, a bar, magnifying glass to start fires, look at small details of plants, anything like that, a bar. There's some elastic here to help you keep items, should you need to, keep all this organized in here. And this ripstop, I think it's like 210 potentially. This ripstop, this orange, this bright orange is repeated through all the interior of the bag, which you'll see once I go through it more. And this is to aid in low light visibility. You'll give some contrast to your gear that's in here, being next to this bright orange, which is again, nice little cool feature that I really like. the other pocket here, so if I was wearing this over here and I wanted to sling it without taking it off, it's going to open up like this to me. It's going to be facing me, so I can get into this two-handed. This larger pocket on the front of the bag opens up, and again you see that ripstop, that bright ripstop nylon. It's got a kerchief in here. I wouldn't want to put too many bulky things in this bag because I wouldn't want it pressing out. Just have some writing utensils, a little thing to hold your keys. Underneath here is a pretty big slip pocket. I have a Write in the Rain, all weatherproof notebook. And there's other little slip pockets, stash pockets if you will, to put small various doodads. But one thing I want to say with sort of these shoulder sling bags, which I'm not a huge fan of. I do like the design, but when you put a lot of weight in them, I just don't like the fact that all the weight's transferred on a single shoulder. So depending on what you want to use for it, you know, if you're just carrying light items like EDC, you know, going blah 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 here back and forth to work, whatnot, it probably won't be an issue for you. But with all this organizational capabilities and pockets, sometimes you just feel like, well, there's a space for something, I got to put something there. But all that weight adds up, and on a bag like this, you know, it might not be comfortable to carry for hours on end. But moving on, there's another pocket up here, and because this could be as an urban EDC bag, it has this nice little safety feature right here. Because anyone who's sat on or stood on a crowded bus or a crowded train for a long periods of time, you're really right next to people, and potentially someone could really undo a zipper without you knowing and get into your stuff. So you have this feature right here on this pocket. There's a little bit of a buckle here, and I have the paracord pulls through it. So when it's buckled, you can't open up this unless, you know, obviously you undo this, and by that point hopefully you'd hear it or feel it. But nice little safety feature. And then here's just another small stuff pocket with that orange ripstop again in here. And a small detail on all the zippers that I'm going to show, so you can get that right here, is that there's these little eyelets on each zipper. And you can see once you overlap them, you have a space in to put a small padlock if you want, or some sort of more locking device if you're going to be carrying this in a place where, you know, it's not going to be on you, carry on, whatever. Use your imagination why you'd want to lock your zippers. It's nice that there's a feature that this is possible to do. And again, just another really cool little design excuse me, feature of this bag. Small little details that I like. Excuse me. Move on to the side. Here's a small little pouch. It's got a beaner on the webbing. There's a lot of webbing all over the bag. Again, it's just, I got just the motor hanging in there right now. Another place to hang some keys. Just some stash pockets here. You got some long lines for, pockets for, you know, writing utensils, whatnot. Small little stash pockets to stuff things. I just have more in here now. Like I said, whenever I see a bag or something where there's like all these cool pockets and I can put so much in it, it's like, well, then I want to put all this stuff in it, and then, you know, you get a lot of weight in the bag and it's not comfortable to carry. So I would much rather have way too many pockets or places to put things than the reverse of not having enough pockets. This way I can really tailor what I want to carry and where I want to put it on the bag. I think that's pretty much for the outside of the bag, pocket-wise. Like I said, webbing on here. You have some webbing here, up here, and you have this hook and loop Velcro, which does double. It is webbing, so you can still attach various things to the front here, even though, or you could put patches, all that stuff. Some webbing over here, and we have these attachment points here, this nylon sewn into it, more attachment points if you're going to strap something to the outside of the bag. You have these rings. There's a ring on this side here, and here, another ring. Up top here we have this nice grab handle with this neoprene feeling. I'm not sure exactly if it's neoprene feeling material. And I think there's actually 3 handles on this bag. Be mistaken. And there's 2, maybe third one. But nonetheless, there's another one over here too. And let me get on the bag and get into the main compartment. Actually no, I'll keep it off, and then once I get through everything I'll put it back on and show you, get into it two-handed. So this is the main compartment right here, what I'm tracing with my finger. This is the zipper track for the main compartment. And it's got this little sort of kick out here, if you will, because this bag can double as a camera bag. And once I open up the insides, I'll show you that. But again, this little safety feature is repeated here if you want to put your zipper pulls through this, so someone can't just easily unzip your bag and get in there and steal some of your valuables. Or it can be used if you just want to do it like here. Potentially even put this down here. You could use it to stop your zippers. If you're getting into it here, then you just have a small opening. But opening up the inside of the bag, it's not quite a full clamshell, but it's pretty close and opens up really well. And like I said, once I go through all this and show you the details, I'll put it on, move it around my body, and show you what's nice about this single shoulder carry bags, these sling bags. Just a rain jacket in here, a pair of binoculars, waterproof binoculars. You can see this Velcro running here. I'll touch on that in a second with this modular system they designed here. First aid kit in this pocket back here. Just some paracord, 40 feet of paracord, and these two extra here. And this is a nice little pocket. This will double as the second reservoir for a hydration bladder, or you can, a tablet will fit in here, like an iPad, some sort of tablet. My 15-inch Toshiba laptop won't fit in here, but like probably a 13-inch will. Some sort of 13-inch Mac or a smaller laptop, not a tablet. But nonetheless, you have some more pockets here. Let me face the camera. More pockets here that are closed with hook and loop, Velcro here that go down. Again, there's a lot of organizational capabilities in this bag, which I really like. If you're going to go heavy on one way or the other of a bag having too many pockets or not enough, I'm always going to offer way too many pockets. Because if I did fill all this, like I said, it wouldn't be comfortable for me to carry. I'm not a huge fan of it, but nonetheless, I like that the options are there. So 2 more pockets in here. And as this, like I said, this can be doubled as a camera bag. So what you can do with these modular system, if you have your camera body and some lenses, you can put these in at varying intervals, whatever piece of gear you're carrying, and then you can compartmentalize the inside of the bag here. Get good contact on this. And then I, potentially have, lens here, body here. Keep it all nice. It's padded. This is padded. Again, it's all this orange ripstops repeated all through all the innards of the bag, which is really nice. I like it. I like the contrast. But again, it's another cool feature, sort of like this crossover or double. Like, you could really use this bag for a lot, anything you really wanted to. There's no water bottle pocket, which is okay, because on these bags, when you add a heavy water bottle to it, it kind of throws off the weight and the balance. But there is an actual, designated reservoir or pocket for a hydration bladder, which is right here, and this also would double as your concealed carry. Because this is a right shoulder bag, the carry would be for the lefty, and that'll make sense once I put it on. I'll show you around the pocket how you get into the bag, but nonetheless, and there's a drainage hole here. That's nice, so you do get a leak and you're carrying electronics, potentially this will drain and it won't just soak the inside of the bag. Excuse me, the stabilizer strap does come off. Here. You can take this off, you can pack it in the bag if you don't like it, don't need it, anything like that, which is again nice. You can use this how you want. And there's one little secret pocket here on the shoulders, on the actual shoulder strap, which is nice. It's definitely adequately padded, really comfortable in the shoulder. Nice little slide pocket there. But let me get it on. I'll show you kind of, I believe, why these packs are so popular and why people like these shoulder bags. Get it in. So get it attached to me here. Got it on nice and comfortable. I want to get into the bag. I don't have to take it off. Undo the stabilizer strap. Maybe give myself a little bit of slack here. I can slide it over. I can get into the main compartment. And where the pool's over here. I can get into it right here. Potentially pull out my camera two-handed. Still change things. Use it as a rest. If I got my camera here and I want to change the lens, I can use it as a rest for something, potentially. It's just nice being able to sling this and get into the inwards of the bag. And again, like I said, you can get into these other main compartments. They open up to the user. Get in here all two-handed. It's all facing me. Just nice little features. And honestly, I think that's everything for the bag. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, I'm really impressed with the quality. The Vanquest doesn't have that many packs available right now. That's why I think they're maybe just getting into the market, starting up and whatnot. But I'd be really excited to see the other gear other gear they put out. I hope this review was helpful. If you have any questions, I think I covered everything. There's just a lot of details in this bag. I might have forgot a few things. If you have any questions, comments, if you like this, having experience with this, or know someone who has, let me know. Thanks for watching. This is Krik signing out with Black Outdoors. Later, turtles.